For part two of our interview with Football Hall of Famer Ken Houston, we check in with a Giant and a Jet also making an impact in their communities. The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award recognizes an NFL player for his excellence on and off the field. The award was established in 1970, was renamed in 1999 after the late Hall of Fame Chicago Bears running back Walter Payton. Each team nominates one player who's had a significant positive impact on his community, representing the best of the NFL's commitment to philanthropy and community impact. 32 players are selected as their team's Man of the Year and become eligible to win the national award. The winner of the award each year receives a $250,000 donation to the winner's charity of choice. All other 31 nominees receive up to $40,000 donated to their charity of choice. This year's Giants nominee is Logan Ryan. Ryan is a two-time Super Bowl champion and one of the elite defensive backs in the NFL. Logan and his wife Ashley, an animal welfare worker and certified dog trainer, created the Ryan Animal Rescue Foundation to better the lives of homeless animals nationwide in 2017. Their nonprofit provides financial grants to organizations that shelter animals in need, while the couple uses their platform to raise awareness and visibility for the cause of animal welfare. Third-year defensive lineman Quinnen Williams of the Jets has been a leader and role model on and off the field throughout his tenure with Gang Green. Since entering the league as the third overall pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, Quinnen has recorded the most tackles and sacks by a Jet since his rookie season. As an ambassador for the American Cancer Society, stemming from losing his mother to breast cancer, Quinnen took an active role in the Jets' crucial catch week in 2021. On Tuesday, September 28th, he virtually visited, due to COVID restrictions, a children's hospital to speak with pediatric cancer patients and other children receiving treatment. Quinnen sent them Jets hats, pre-autographed footballs, and invited each child to attend a Jets game when they were feeling better. Nice work by these two local players. The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award will be selected in January. And now for part two of our interview with Ken Houston.
Ken, how would you define those years as an Oiler and pretty much, that same amount of time in Washington? Because you kind of had these two Hall of Fame careers split between the two pro teams. Even when you get traded to Washington, you have 7 straight Pro Bowl seasons in D.C. after the trade.
Well, Pro Bowl was something I was proud of because at that time it was picked by your peers. The strong safety, the tight ends voted for the strong safety voted for the tight end. So it wasn't a contest where the fans could vote. So you had more of a natural player, or you had the real player in that position because players were really aware of what that meant. And, I made the Pro Bowl. I remember I made it my second year, and it was in New Orleans, and they gave me, I think, $500, and they had free meals and stuff like that. And I was asking the guy, "Do they do this every year?" He go, "Yeah." I said, "I'm gonna make it every year," because of that. And it was so much fun mixing in with your peers and the guys that you had seen play. And so what happened is, the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl and all those guys, it becomes a lifelong lasting friendship. And you see how other players play.
And of course, for NFL fans at home, the Pro Bowl is a big day on that NFL calendar, but of course, so is the Super Bowl. And coincidentally, there's another big day that happens on that same day. And Southern Recipe and Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds are gearing up for what they call this 13th annual Pork Rind Appreciation Day. And that was one of the reasons why we wanted to have Ken on the show with us this morning. It's celebrated on Super Bowl Sunday, which of course is in February. And again, we'll support Coach Ditka's Gridiron Greats Assistance Fund by recalling the nation's love of football and making the association between pigskin and pigskins, and of course that ultimate pairing. So some of the greats included in this, not just yourself, Ken, or also Joe Green and Mel Renfro. Talk a little bit about the charity and this Pork Rind Appreciation Day.
Well, let me start with the Pork Rind Appreciation Day. When I first heard about it, I'm from an East Texas small town, so we had pork rinds, and when we made our own pork rinds, we killed the pigs and fried the meat and stuff like that. So I grew up eating pork skins. And until this Pork Rind Appreciation Day came up, I really hadn't tasted a pig skin because I got away from it. And when the guy sent me some, I'm thinking, this is the best skin I've ever eaten. And then I had a chance to go down to the factory. And so when I talk about pork rinds, porkrind.com, and you can win up to $5,000 if you go there. It's something that you have to try. And I'm not saying it just because, I'm here doing this commercial, thinking about this. It's something, we eat them year round. It's light. It's not the fatty thing that we knew at one time. So it's a good plus. And on to Mike Dicker, okay? If you know Mike, we call him Iron Mike. And I got a chance to play against Mike. And Mike was a mean guy. He would be the last guy in the world that you would think would assist anybody doing anything. But he's come up with this idea of helping older players, helping players that are in need. And he is totally committed. And all the guys, I'm glad to see Porkrind.com get behind him because it assists so many players. And I was telling you earlier, I've had 2 bouts with cancer. Matter of fact, I'm in remission right now. Go back in January and see how much it has progressed. But it can be devastating to a family in more ways than one. It can be financially devastating, and it can be mentally devastating. And so the guys go to Mike to get this support because they have so many guys that are in there who have been helped, and players help players. It's good to be in a room or on the bus. It's the player, regardless how old he is. The minute he get on a bus with younger players or any player, he reverts back to himself in the locker room. And I think that players miss that. I know they miss that. So to see Mike assist and see them assist Mike, it's apparent.
This is something that seems to be able to really help those in need, and that's accomplished by raising this awareness with Pork Rind Appreciation Day, and fans can help those greats that they grew up watching.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, it's a marriage made in heaven. It's not I am advocating for the older player, but we had our time, and in that day, we had, salaries were much, much lower, but they were still on a top rung as the people was concerned. And so there's no animosity toward a younger player or even an older player. These are just things that are needed in life. And so Mike, along with the program, had come up with the need.
And you mentioned it too, just how the fans are able to really kind of not only help out, but there's just some great things that the consumers will have a chance to win. I mean, outside of the $5,000, there's also autographed merchandise and even pork rinds.
Yeah, I tell you what, if you got a show, I'll pick the pork rind. It's that good. It's not like, I would love for them to send everybody a pork rind because you forget that. And I remember pork rinds this time of year, they were prominent. I mean, they had the big wash pots and they cook them with the grease. And I don't know if you look way too young and all that, but we did that. And so it's I guess that's why they fit so well with the older guys.
No, Ken, I think this ability to pay it forward. I mean, being blessed with these gifts, like you said, from heaven above, and have this great career, and then to use your celebrity to try to help others now after your playing career is done.
Well, we have to thank guys like you. I mean, it's not about, I wouldn't have a stage if you didn't have a show. Okay, and so I understand that, when we are allowed, I appreciate being able to talk to you because otherwise I would have never known you. And you seem to be a very modest person, and I'm sure you interview a lot of people, and I'm sure you do a great job. So again, I'm in that position where I'm just thankful through Mike Dicker, the pork skin, pork rind, and this is just a byproduct of what people do.
The fans at home, we get so much from the players. I feel like many times when you're a fanatic and you root for these teams, these players become kind of part of your household if you are a big sports fan. And, oftentimes when their playing careers are done and a lot of time has passed, it might be easy for some to forget about, the contributions that they've made and the happiness that they've generated for fans at home. And here's an opportunity to give back. And we hope that the fans at home take advantage of it.
Well, thank you so much for the people that take advantage of it. And, because when you take advantage of this, you help us. And we're about the business of helping people.
Thanks again for the time, Kim. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you.